What's good? This gonna be a DVD review, man. I watched this shit earlier on YouTube. I should have bought this shit when it came out, but the Michael Jackson Bad Tour, 1988 at what is it, Wembley Stadium? That shit was dope. I don't really like that one. I like the one in 1987 when he was in Japan though, cause I just think the songs he still did the same songs, but the performances was dope. Like a couple select songs like Human Nature, um Beat It, Thriller, Billie Jean. The way he did his performances was kind of different. His outfit was dope, man. But yeah, I watched this shit and I was amazed at like the quality of it because it was like the 10th or 20th anniversary or some shit about the Bad album or whatever. I forget. Excuse me. I am a Michael Jackson fan, but not like a crazy fan. You know what I mean? I forget what it was, but it's been like some years since Bad was released, and on that day I was in the store. I forget what else came out, but they had the regular CD. The Bad remastered. Then they had the one with that and another CD, and then the third one was that the DVD. Then you could get the DVD by itself, you know what I mean? But I just watched his DVD and was amazed, like, how he just started off, like, he was late going there because he gave a check to Prince Diana, RIP to her and her husband for Prince Diana Foundation. And then the show began, and before, like, he even hit the stage, like, he wasn't even in the arena yet. People was fainting and passing the fuck out, all type of crazy shit, man. I was like, holy shit, you know what I mean? Like, the 80s was one of like the most best eras to me, and I was like what 4 years old when that shit happened. So I've been a Michael Jackson fan like for years. But just watching the DVD was like inspiring. You like see where all the artists from Usher, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, you know what I mean, Sierra, Beyonce, the list go on and on, where they got their inspiration from, you know what I mean, from his dancing, vocal performance. It was just amazing. Like he just ran through the hits from his Bad album, some old school joints with the Jackson Five, and Bad Thriller off Thriller album. I just can't stop loving you. It was great, man. Like Michael Jackson to me was always an icon with his fashion because if you watch that DVD, the suit that he was rocking with the Velcro with the leather, I always wanted one of them suits. Like if I remember the Moonwalker tape, you know what I mean. It's just his whole way how he put his outfits together was just phenomenal. His Grammy performances, when he did perform at the Grammys, the outfits he wore there, you know what I mean? It was just inspiring. Like, everything matched with Michael. No matter if y'all say, oh, he did his nose, um, the bleaching of his skin, it all fit. The way he had his hair, you know what I mean? Even after he got burnt, but then he grew it out, you know what I mean? It was just crazy. Everything just totally matched, man. And I really been a fan of him. You know what I mean? I was mad that back in those days I couldn't attend just one of those concerts. 'Cause I think it just would have been fucking fantastic. But watching the whole DVD, you know what I mean? It wasn't nothing tiresome. It wasn't nothing lagging about it. And now it make you appreciate music today. But it's no performers that really can do what he do. Even though that was a different era, but when I go back and watch, like I like Lil Wayne, we all know that. Get over it. You know what I mean? But fans go crazy for this nigga. Like I remember when 2008, he was doing like tours and shit, and just they go nuts for this nigga. And his music is nothing compared to Michael Jackson. I know it's a different era and shit, but it's just that I don't think a lot of artists these days can pack 72,000 people. You know what I mean? They may get 15,000, 20,000, maybe. You know what I mean? But it's not that many artists that can do world tours. Not just a regular tour. You know what I mean? World tours. Like every time he went out, it's a world tour. You know what I mean? It'd be 7 cities or some shit. But it's just seven. You know what I mean? Period. But it's world, like London, Europe, somewhere in Africa, like China, wherever. It's just big events, and it's like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like not just cities. You know what I mean? Like different countries and shit. You dig what I mean? So I was definitely loving what I was seeing. You know what I mean? It make you appreciate him even more. Cause I was like sad when, you know what I mean, he died. Cause I'm riding around with my folks, and it's like why they playing all Michael Jackson music? And I remember when Tupac died, and that's when I like learned when you die and they playing all your music, that's to let you know like you know what I mean, you passed away. That was like 2009, and I was like, what's really going on? Like they jamming on the station though, but I'm like, wait, it's a hip hop station. What's going on? Then they say, I was like, hold on, we ain't get out the car. I want to know what's going on. Then I found he died, and it's like part of me was just like, holy shit, like, because you look at Michael Jackson like he shouldn't be dead. Out of everybody that you know what I mean came up in the game from his era, from when he was a kid, like Gladys Knight, you know what I mean, all those people that your mom and grandma used to listen to, you know what I mean, was still breathing it, and he gone is just it's crazy. Like I know a lot of y'all, oh the drugs, the doctor killed him, he overworked himself, but it just still don't make sense though, especially when you look at, you know, Tina Turner's like damn near pushing 80 and she still be performing and shit. So it make you think like, damn, why did you know what I mean? God handles everything, you know what I mean? He calls his angels back, you know what I mean, when he needs them. I understand that, but it just was shocking because I think he still had way more life in him, and he had one more classic album. I think he really did, man. Even though when they said when he came out in the '90s, gangster rap started, you know, taking over shit, he still was in his own lane. Like it didn't matter. You can have Snoop over here, Tupac, Dr. Dre, blah blah blah, whoever. You know what I mean? But you still got Michael Jackson reinventing himself yet again. But a lot of people always seem to go watch his old performances from 80, from his first album Off the Wall 1979 till like about 1990. Some people cut it off, and some other people from other countries love him no matter what skin he was though. But I just think that his old performances is the best though, you know what I mean, in my opinion, because he was young, you know, he was energetic, and even when he was still releasing albums, '91 he released Black, no, what was it called, Dangerous. Then he released Past, Present, Future, I think in '95. 2001 he released Invisible. So he was still like releasing music, but it's just that his music wasn't as, it was popular as shit, but it just wasn't promoted as well. You know what I'm saying? But his music was inspiring. It was life changing, especially Man in the Mirror. Like at the end of the DVD, that's like the last song he did was like Man in the Mirror. Before that, he did Bad, but that song still to this day in 2013 really can stop you and change you in a way. You know what I mean? So it's like, at least me, whenever I feel a certain type of way, where it's like crazy shit going on, I always put on Michael Jackson records because Michael Jackson just seemed to make you feel like everything gonna be okay. You know what I mean? The world is not as bad as you think. It just makes you feel good. The music just floats through your soul, and you know what I mean. You feel a certain type of way. You know, whatever bad mood you was in, you know, you in a better mood. You know, it just gives you that type of aura. You know what I mean? But I was impressed with his DVD, man. I like when he did the whole Beat It performance. That jacket was crazy because it had like the little lights on it, and when the lights went off, you could see it. You know what I mean? If y'all know Fabulous, he did a track on one of his mixtapes called Lights Out, and in the video, he sort of had a jacket like that. You know what I mean? It was Michael Jackson-esque. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was dope. When he did like Thriller, when he came out with the whole Letterman's jacket with the wolf mask, then he went into the thing, and then you see him swinging on the rope. You know what I mean? Hit the stage, take the mask off, doing what he's doing, but left the fucking jacket on, Letterman's jacket, but his collar popped up, doing his thing, man. I love that. My favorite song that he likes to perform, well, I like him to perform, Just Another Part of Me. Human Nature is my shit because at the end of it, how he does the little mime dance and shit like that, to me, that's crazy. I put a quote on my Facebook, like, I feel like MJ doing a mime dance on his after the Human Nature performance, and a lot of people probably that went over their head just feel like I'm in a box sometimes. You know what I mean? But that's one of them. Um, yeah, man. But he started off with great energy. He did 3 songs before he actually like the lights went out. He took like a little water break, you could tell, and little by little, you know, the jacket with the belt buckles, he took that off. I like the little belt that he had on. I thought that was a part of his I guess you'll call it costume or wardrobe, but it wasn't. He took that off, you know, and then at the end you see him with the smooth criminal, you know what I mean? He got the little, that suit is dope too. Like, I don't give a fuck. I always want to rock a suit like that, you know what I mean? To find where it get made at, I want one. But he did the Smooth Criminal where he had the hat with the jacket, you know, the Beat It, you know, the Thriller, you know what I mean? And it just was a good DVD. I still don't know why I didn't pick it up, but I definitely go pick it up. I do have a DVD where he did the Dangerous Tour in Budapest. That was one of my favorites coming up. I think that dropped 95, 96, somewhere around there. Definitely love that. You know what I mean? I think he did the Human Nature performance way dope. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people debate which tour was better. Some say bad. Some say dangerous. Some say past, present, future tour. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm saying that right. You know what I mean? But I didn't get to watch the Dangerous tour because that album had like this one track on there called "Who Is It?" Like that's my shit. I just the whole on Given to me it's sort of got like the little rock s, you know what I mean? I keep saying that word s, but sort of rock imagery, you know, the way the production is and the way he singing and shit. So I definitely thought Dangerous was a good album. It was a classic album in a sense, you know what I mean? But definitely the DVD for the Bad Tour. It's a good DVD, man, and I suggest like if y'all don't got it, go copy. If you're a real Michael Jackson fan, what am I saying? If you're a real Michael Jackson fan, I'm quite sure you have all his albums. I'm quite sure you had that DVD. I'm quite sure you watch it, you know, here and there. But I definitely love that DVD, man. It was a good thing, man. Today was kind of a weird day, but when I got home, I watched it. It was dope, man. But other than that, I just wanted to share that with y'all. My little thoughts on it, my little review on it. I know I'm like months late, probably a year late. You know what I'm saying? But it was worth it. You know what I mean? I'll probably watch it again later this weekend. But just want to get y'all my thoughts on it. So other than that, like, comment, subscribe, hit me up on all the social networks. I'm out. One.